What's going on YouTube? It's Tyson. I'm here today with a video that I've never done anything like before, a video essay of sorts. Before we even get started for the concept of today, I want you to scroll down to the comment section and I want you to let me know, what is your favorite album of 2025? What is the best album you think has come out this year so far? Maybe you like that new Kali Uchis album. Maybe you're liking this one, okay? Maybe you're liking that new Pink Pantheress album. Both of those are excellent answers. Maybe you're liking that new Japanese Breakfast album. Maybe you're liking that new Ethel Cain album. There's a lot of different albums that have come out this year that have been fantastic. I led with that because I kind of feel like this year, music has reached a new creative peak. And honestly, every single day, music keeps reaching peak after peak after peak after peak. And I think it's going to continue that way. And a little forecasting, by the way, I think this new Kevin Abstract album is going to be another album that kind of redefines music in a lot of ways, comes out with maybe a whole new sound. I don't know. I have very high expectations for that. But there are so many cool, creative artists in 2025 who are doing so many unique things that have never been done before. The person who is the biggest example to me of something like this is going to be FKA Twigs, okay? She is one of my favorite artists, if not my favorite in the whole game right now. We want to see her in Chicago next week. Artists like FKA Twigs. Think about what Charli XCX did last summer. She advanced from her previous hyperpop stage into a whole club sound and literally took over music, okay? Ethel Cain, also, I mentioned her this video already. She came out with like a creepy but very still indie / rock album just a couple years ago, and now completely shocks her fans by releasing like basically an ambient noise album, okay? And whether her fans liked that or not, that is her trying to push boundaries in music, which is always a good thing. Some other artists, look at like McKinley Dixon right now. There are so many unique artists. Who else? Jane Remover, Pink Pantheress, like all of these people that I really, really love. They are pushing themselves to new highs day by day, and doing such great things for music and inspiring a whole new generation of creativity. The issue is, for every single Jane Remover you get, you also get the crypto bro, AI truther, like basically person who molds their life after Elon Musk. At the end of the day, a lot of the things that those people believe in and the things that those people want to become bigger than what they are right now are damaging in a lot of ways. And I want to start, before we even talk about how this is bad for music, I want to start with how bad things like this are for the environment. AI every year consumes billions of gallons of water, okay? The reason for that is because there's so much demand for these AI searches. They have servers that answer the questions, or servers that are used to compile all the information to give you an answer. Those overheat extremely quickly, and they have to use water again and again and again to cool those servers down. Okay, so they're using billions of gallons of water. Now, why is overusing water harmful to the environment? It's going to disrupt the ecosystem quite a bit if they have to keep overusing water. And also, it consumes a ton of energy. And when something consumes more and more energy, it starts to not be clean. And when energy is not clean, that's when it can pollute the environment. And obviously, even me, in my own way, just making a video like this right now, I'm consuming energy. Maybe I'm leading to the pollution of the environment. So I'm not putting myself on a pedestal above these people, but I am saying every single time AI is used, it's damaging the environment little by little. And I want you to think, when you've had to go on Google to get the answer to a question lately, what comes up before anything else? Okay, why are they forcing it? It's horrible for the environment. It's horrible for creativity. Now you guys have a rough idea of how these geniuses like Elon Musk, who pump literally billions of dollars monthly. Elon Musk is pumping like $1 billion a month into funding AI. You would think a guy who donates less money every single year to charity than he pumps into AI per month. And also the money he donates to charity is going to the Elon Musk charity. So I'm wondering if maybe there's just a little bit of a desire for a tax break over there. I've got time for you, Elon Musk. I do have time today. So those geniuses, like I say, you see how they are some of the biggest contributors to harming our environment, and you don't see them doing much to fix it. You see them beefing with a president, which why is a president beefing with a CEO of a car company? Also, that's another thing I question quite a bit. I want to move on to the actual point of this video today, and that's how AI is ruining what I care about most, and that is music, okay? Music, I am worried about the future of quite a bit. Like, I am genuinely scared for the future of music. The first time I remember AI being used in music was a couple years ago. Someone on TikTok had made basically like a fake Drake / The Weeknd song, and it was blowing up because they're like, oh my gosh, this is better than anything Drake has made in so long, and it sounds just like Drake, it sounds just like The Weeknd. This person put it on Spotify, got millions of streams thanks to the boost from TikTok, probably also got a decent amount of money off of that. Now thankfully Spotify did end up banning this person because they were impersonating another artist. But Spotify is not going to issue a ban on someone for using AI as long as they're not using it to impersonate an artist. I just want to think about that for a sec. Like, why on earth is Spotify, arguably the biggest music streaming platform, so okay with people coming in and using AI? And even if you can't hear AI in music, I still worry whether or not it's happening. I'm back while I'm editing this video because I don't know if I'm necessarily hitting on this specific point clear enough. The good news is, like, when people use AI and it's obvious to the public, we hold the public opinion and we can write off those artists. But the issue is when it's not glaringly obvious, when we can't tell that someone's using AI and you see it advancing day by day and you can see people using it maybe behind the scenes, and that's what worries me. What if Drake's whole next album is written using AI? I'm using Drake as an example because he has ghostwriters and I don't think he'd be offended if I dissed his pen game. What if Drake used AI to write an entire album and then just produced the songs normally? He could get away with that and we would never know. So that's why I'm afraid. If someone used AI to write a song, they could go on ChatGPT right now and say, write me a song about this. They're gonna have their lyrics. The lyrics might sound human enough, and then they can make that into a song. And every single person who is a fan of their music, or maybe they're an upcoming music, nobody's gonna know any different, okay? Back when I used to make music, I could have done that. Nobody would have known any different, okay? And that makes me worry, because I think there are two types of people in this world. Two types of people in music, I should say. There are people who really care about music, and they're passionate about music, and they don't care what music gives them back because they want to put their soul into it. They just want to create music. Like, that's what they want to do. And they don't care if it rewards them or not because they're doing what they love. And then there's the person who wants to be famous, okay? I'll be honest. Back in the day, I kind of was this person, actually. When I was making music, at first I was kind of this person. I turned into someone who grew to love it more. And now I love music. I am obsessed with it and I want to continue to create it. But I want to make something that I'm proud of, and I want it to be personal. I don't want to have to go to a studio. I don't want to have to talk to someone about it. That's irrelevant to the video. I think that second person now can see, oh, AI is like a shortcut, and it can get me to this destination where I want to be, which is fame, faster, okay? But they're failing to realize that if you don't put heart into the thing you're creating, then it's not going to sound good. But if people keep on doing that, people keep on using AI to create music, it's going to sound more and more acceptable, which is why even some artists that I really like JPEG Mafia, he had a song on his recent album called Either On or Off the Drugs, and the sample in the song was AI generated. And while I love JPEG Mafia, and I know he did not mean any harm by doing that, he was doing that to be creative, I worry about what that tells the person listening to him, okay? I worry about the person listening to the new Lil Wayne album. The second track on there where someone in the back, it's like a 70s sample, but they're saying welcome to the Carter. Nobody in the 70s was saying welcome to the Carter. So why is Lil Wayne using AI on his songs? Didn't Drake use a AI Tupac sample to diss Kendrick Lamar? It's sickening, okay? Drake is one of the biggest artists in the world, and he's just giving the okay on AI. I hope this message reaches the right person. If I can stop one person from using AI to create their song, then I'll be happy. But again, like I said, AI can be used to impersonate an artist, but it can also be used to try and level up your music more quickly. And that's where it gets bad. So if you are an upcoming artist and you're watching this video right now, please do not use AI. The final point I want to make with this video is that AI is the ultimate death to creativity. It is. It is the key to laziness. It is the death to creativity. And every single time one artist, whether established or upcoming, every time one artist uses AI, one creative soul will die, okay? So if you're an artist and you want to use AI, whether that's for music, whether that's for digital artwork, whether that's for writing a book, whether that's for editing and creating videos, okay? Every single time you use AI to get ahead or to shorten your process for something like that, the soul of a creative person dies. So is that something you're willing to do? Think about it.